What's happening, everybody? A sell-out crowd on hand for the third and final night of X Games Aspen 2025. Under the lights in the Super Pipe. It doesn't get any better than this as we welcome you now to the Monster Energy Women's Snowboard Super Pipe. What's happening, everybody? Brandon Graham, Craig McMorris, and the X Games legend, Haley Langland. We're so excited for this one because it's headlined by the queen of pipe, Chloe Kim, on a quest, Craig, for that 8th career X Games gold.
I don't know if this is true, but if Chloe Kim doesn't like the color gold, she's going to be having a bad time. She has a lot of it. 2 Olympic golds, 7 X Games gold medals in this Super Pipe. One more, she ties Shaun White. So possible history being made. She's got front 10, she's got cab 10, she's got it all, Chloe. But Haley, she's not the only one in the field.
No, that's right. My personal favorite of tonight is going to be Mitsuki Ono. Ooh. She was hot on Chloe's heels last year, being one of the only girls to keep every trick within that 10 to 12 foot amplitude range. She is so technically inclined. She's able to land really high on that tranny, maintain that speed up to the next wall, and that's why she maintains her amplitude. And quite honestly, I'm excited to see the progression that she has for us tonight.
We got a battle brewing. Remember, Chloe Kim, podium perfect in 9 X Games appearances. Got a new format in 2025. For more on that, let's head to the 4th member of our team, Jack Mitrani.
I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. We've got a new format, starting with the playoffs. 8 riders, 2 runs, best run counts. Top 4 are gonna move on to the finals for another 2 runs. Score's gonna reset back to 0 in between there. And let me just tell you, from what I witnessed behind me in the practice, mark my words, this is going to be the greatest women's snowboard super pipe contest we've ever seen at X Games. I'm so excited.
Whoa! All right, well, we've talked Chloe and Mitsuki, but let's meet the rest of the field of competitors out here tonight.
Hello, my name is Keral Kesayet. I am 35 and I'm from Sabadell, Spain.
I'm Maddie Shafrick. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
My name is Xue Cai. I'm 31 years old.
From Harbin, China.
Hi, I'm Sara Shimizu. I'm 15 years old. I'm from Japan.
Hi, my name is Gawon. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Korea.
My name is Maddie Mastro. I'm 24. I'm from Wrightwood, California.
I'm Mitsuki, 20 years old. I'm from Japan.
Hi, my name is Chloe Kim. I'm 24 and I'm from Los Angeles, California.
And when the lights turn on and turn off and put on the show like it's doing right now, you know it's time for the Monster Energy Women's Snowboard Super Pipe. Live from Buttermilk here in Aspen. A beautiful look at perhaps the most iconic venue in all of action sports, Craig.
It is. It absolutely is. 575 feet of X Games Super Pipe. The wall's 22 feet high. That just goes to show when these athletes are going 10, 15, even 20 feet above that, simply ridiculous.
Well, this crowd has invaded Buttermilk, ready to watch some potential history making. And we're ready to set it off. Making her 11th X Games appearance out of Barcelona, España, Queralt Castellet. Owner of 3 X Games medals, including a gold she earned back in 2020. At 35, she's the oldest competitor in the field, but she does have the hardware to back it up, and she will be a podium threat out here tonight.
Folks at home, what you got to watch, Q puts a lot of switch tricks in her run, so her natural way of riding is right foot forward, as you see right here. But watch as she goes down the pipe. Wow, right there, nice little. Here, a fakie and then a switch backside 540, Haley.
Yeah, Q's putting together quite a nice run. She's small but mighty, folks. Nice 9-foot air there into the backside 900.
Count it!
It's a good one to put down, first run.
Full pull to kick things off here in the Monster Energy Women's Snowboard SuperPipe. And again, this is the playoffs.
This is the playoffs.
Playoffs? So we were wondering, oh, that's another great look. We were wondering what the strategy would be across all disciplines with this new format. Would the athletes play it safe and do just enough to earn their way in? Everyone is going huge right out the gate, Haley.
Definitely. I don't think that anyone wants to sit in a space where they don't feel comfortable with the run, a warm-up run, basically. You want to go out and throw your best to solidify that top qualifying spot.
I like blowing bubbles. I don't like sitting on the bubble, right? You want to be in that top 3. You want to be in that top 2 to know that you have punched your ticket to the final score for Q coming in at a 76, Brando.
Maddie Shafrick out of Steamboat Springs, Colorado. It's her 6th X Games appearance, yet to find the podium. Her best finish coming back in 2013. And that's the last time we saw her on the X Games stage. If you want to do the math at home, Craig, I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
12 years since we last saw her here at X Games.
Wow. Do you think the nerves would be more or less than the first time she dropped in, Haley?
I would have to say more. I mean, you're coming off a 12-year hiatus into the most progressive arena of women's snowboard halfpipe riding. I would be shaken up for sure.
Also, last time she competed at X Games, Chloe Kim had yet to compete here.
Wow. Ooh, big backside 540 into the crippler, grabbing nose, putting her hands up because she knows that run's a little bit over, Haley.
That's right. It seemed like her speed just kind of got killed, landing that crippler on that uphill edge, which is mostly good, but it can really drag a lot of your speed, and pretty much there she is, just barely clipping the coping of it, scrubbing out there, losing all of her speed for the next hit. So yeah, gonna use that as a little bit of a warm-up.
So Maddie will look to clean things up on run number 2. Again, just 2 runs for each rider in the playoffs. We count that single bus run. And then we cut this group of 8 in half to 4 for the final. Shutong Sai, 5 X Games medals across her illustrious career, spanning 9 separate X Games appearances. Four bronze medals, 1 silver.
Shutong has that nitro under her feet. Gotta love that.
Started snowboarding at 10 years of age. And you can see some board control right there in the front side 900 to start things off.
Definitely backing it up with that backside 5.
Air to fakie, and then that cap 7 just takes down Tai.
Yeah, you can see on that last hit there, the height meter was at the lowest it was for those 4 hits. Just seemed like she was kind of slowing down, not really taking the edge and letting it run through the middle of the pipe.
How you carry your speed, how you generate speed all starts with how you land the previous hit. If you're landing high on the wall and holding the edge the whole way through that flat bottom confidently, that's how you generate the speed. So Tong Tong unfortunately not doing that there. A little lower on the amplitude and needed more for the cab 7.
Sarah Shimizu, 15 years young. Very exciting to see this X Games rookie. She's the youngest competitor at all of X Games Aspen 2025. 15 years old, 2 months.
Yeah, she picked up a win at Copper in December of 2024 and was kind of a shock, just kind of burst onto the scene and surprised everyone with those back-to-back 900s. Yeah.
But that's kind of the way it goes. I see a young Chloe Kim bursting onto the scene out of nowhere, right? Like, that's how legends are made, for lack of a better term. I don't like that song, but I like that term.
Regular footed rider dropping in, backside wall here. Gonna go for a big backside 5 there.
Nice frontside 7. Look at the height.
Yeah. We're reaching new levels of amplitude with the 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Amazing. There is the frontside 900. Playing it a little safe there with the straight air at the bottom, I think.
Caps it off with just a backside air, but she had that frontside 900, good amplitude, very clean throughout the entirety of her run, Brando. I know that the folks in her corner are telling her, hey, a 76 is in the #1 spot. Put something down.
Strategy,
Land.
oh so important. Remember, top 4 moving on to the final, getting into X Games mode. What a debut run for the 15-year-old. This place got a lot louder after she landed that.
So good. Lands super high on the tranny, looking back towards the next wall, ready to go. Textbook.
Do you have nerves at 15?
I don't think so at 15. No, I don't remember having nerves at 15 for sure.
What's to lose?
An 80 on the dot for Sarah, taking over first place. Wow.
Playing that like a veteran. I know she's got more in store for us.
Well, speaking of exciting debuts, Gaon Choi, who's still just 16 years old, won gold 2 years ago when she was 14 in this event. We didn't see her out here last year. Gaon says, don't forget about me. So much talk about Chloe and obviously Sarah Shimizu, but Gaon Choi is a force to be reckoned with. We expect her on the podium, Haley.
Switch backside 900 on her first hit? The confidence she's taking into this thing.
Riding with such finesse. There's a frontside 900 there. Backing up with a backside 900 going down there, but man, if that's the run that she was trying to put together, that's gonna be a very progressive run for Gaon. And you know, when Chloe left for those few years, Gaon kind of filled her shoes, more or less. And so it's gonna be really awesome to see Gaon and Chloe get that final head-to-head.
Yeah, Gaon, when she won at 14 years, 2 months, she became the youngest woman snowboard SuperPipe gold medalist ever, beating Chloe Kim, who had previously held the record when she was just 6 months older. The young talent that has come through this event is mind-blowing, including this next young lady, Maddie Mastro, who we've seen out here since she was 15 years old, now 24, entering her 10th X Games appearance. Her pre-game ritual, unlike anyone else in the field, Craig.
Dapping up her coach, Danny Cass. He's a pretty good coach.
You think?
He's a really good coach.
Great credibility to his name, for sure.
I was talking to Maddie Mastro in Sauce Bay, Switzerland earlier this year, and she was lighter. She's taking snowboarding not as serious as she was, and she's riding way, way better. In Lax, 7 days ago, we saw the best run we've ever seen from Maddie Mastro.
So technically on point. Gold has eluded her. She's had some great battles with Chloe over the years, but just hasn't seemed to put together that superstar run at this stage. Does she do it here tonight?
Double crip.
Whoa.
Count it!
First hit.
That frontside 540 stalefish, or a sky hook, if you will. Frontside 720, so.
Ooh. Just sitting down on the cab 7 right there.
Maddie Mastro.
So by the looks of her run, it seemed like she was kind of playing it a little bit more safe.
Yes.
Only putting the double crippler in at the top, backing it up with the backside 540, and then the sky hook.
Remember, this was a trick that was very elusive to her early in her career.
Well said, Brando, well said, but it looks like she has got a handle on it now.
Yes.
We also know she has a double cork 1080.
Yes.
We know that. Where she will put it in, will she need it in her second of 2 runs to crack that top 4? I don't know. I know she would love to save it for the finals, but.
Oh, Scotty James and Salema. They like what they saw. So a 54.66. To your point, Krager, even with that run, it does currently have her in the top 4 with just 2 riders left to drop in for their first runs.
But these next 2, they're pretty good too.
No doubt. No doubt there.
There's a great shot from Locks. Mitsuki Ono, owner of a silver medal earned here last year. Really burst on the scene just a couple of winters ago. And as you said, Haley, so technically gifted and can go trick for trick with anyone in this field.
Coming in here, going for that front side 900 on the first hit. Good amplitude, good speed. Trying to maintain it. There's the front side 720. And the cab 900 there. What? Choosing not to take that last
Interesting.
hit.
Very interesting. Haley, you mentioned this in the open. What you love about Mitsuki is the amplitude, and if you watch that number the entire way down, just north of 9 feet, that's huge.
She keeps it pretty consistent, which I think is something to take note of, because keeping your speed and maintaining it in a half pipe like this is extremely difficult. All half pipes are made different. Locks is a little bit of a steeper pipe, so a lot easier to maintain your speed. But when it comes to the X Games half pipe, it's a little bit on a flatter pitch, so you actually have to you utilize your legs and pump and, you know, use those foundations.
No room for error in this super pipe.
So Mitsuki Ono, by the way, a score of 69.66 puts her up into 3rd, and Maddie Mastro on that 4th spot. Happy to be back on my board, Chloe Kim. You know the resume, but one thing that stands out to us is just the refreshing transparency I think we've been seeing. She's been talking about having fun again on her board. She's getting on Instagram, kind of recapping things that are going on in her day-to-day that we didn't see in the past. It's got to be more liberating to be Chloe Kim right now in 2025.
Well said. Ooh, very sketchy takeoff.
There's that switch method, the switch method.
Oh my.
Cab 1080, front side 900.
Chloe.
Finishing off with her signature McTwist. That is a great run to start off with here in the playoffs.
She back.
She gave it a little, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
She had me shook. That first takeoff on the backside 540, I thought, what's going on?
That's a rope-a-dope.
It's a rope-a-dope.
She knew what she was
doing. Look at my left hand, look at my, boom.
But
Hit you
look
with
at
the
the
right.
switch method.
Yeah.
So high.
Good old Danny Davis right there. That's a beauty.
This cab 1080 right there.
I'm so blown away by how difficult it is to ride up a super pipe wall on your switch heel side, then go 12 feet above that, and then kick out a method. Chloe Kim does it all.
Officially in X Games mode, Chloe Kim with an 86 takes over the top spot. She is 1 of 1. She's here to defend her gold, and the fans love having her out here. Chloe Kim in first place after run 1 here in the playoffs. Run number 2 set to go off when we return here at X Games Aspen.
Snowball slushes? Heck yeah, these might be the coolest thing on the mountain, literally. Let's spread some icy magic.
Thank you.
Is he drinking an iced tea at X Games? Let's get him a slush. For the hostess with the mostest.
Welcome back to X Games Aspen 2025.
So excited to be here. The vibes are really high.
No way. Let's switch that up. Mission complete. Who's ready for round 2?
Maddie's part-time job working the Sonic ski-in all weekend. It was fun to be out there with her. And Maddie Mastro just outside of the top 4 right now, trying to get into the final storylines. We're keeping our eyes on Chloe Kim coming to correct on her first run. She's got the overall lead. Gaon Choi, though, we want excited to see what she's got in store. Mentor versus mentee with Chloe. And then Maddie Mastro, the double doubles. Can Maddie put that big run together? Danny Cass out there having a good time. Yeah, this is rich in storyline, Haley Langland, Craig McMorris. I'm just excited to see how this all unfolds here in our second and final run in the playoffs. We've got 8 riders, 2 runs each, 1 run down. So this is final run in the playoffs, and only 4 will be moving on to the finals. Haley, your thoughts so far, 1 run in through the playoffs?
It seems like, opposed to all the other Aspen contests we've seen here with this playoff format, the girls are kind of playing it a little bit more strategic, not laying everything out on the line just yet, kind of just trying to get a rundown just so they can, you know, kind of see where they can improve heading into the finals.
So here's Kirill Castellet.
Switch backside 360 into a backside 900. Sorry, Haley.
Frontside 7 there for Q. Backing up with the cab 720.
The hack and flip.
The hack and flip.
That's a savvy vet run for the 35-year-old who just keeps putting it down. And she's sitting in the top 4, guys.
Taipan. And you think she's going to put her right foot down? No, let's put it a fakie. That sets her up for this. Well, she did a switch back 3 into the backside 900. So very technical combo.
Yeah.
I think it improves run 1, sitting with a 76. I think it does.
I would have to agree with you on that. She's spinning all 4 directions, which is so important to note. Judges will definitely take note of that. And there it is. An 86.01 just... Oh, sorry. Needs an 86.01. It's been a long day, guys.
Haley was about to lose it.
It's close.
Incredible. Close, though. She does improve her score, an 81.66. Comfortably putting herself into the top 2. I loved it, though. At the top of the show, you know, I posed it to you guys. So all we've seen is everyone throwing hammers in the playoffs, and you guys are like, yeah, that's what's going to happen. And then we watch one of this contest. It's like, no, actually, that's not at all what's happening. It's the complete opposite. But
it's been a chess match,
Q,
right?
But I love that move by Q, just climbing the ladder, and she's comfortably in the top 4, sitting in second. Come chase her, she says. Maddie Shafrick went down early on run 1. Been 12 years since she's been on the X Games stage, but she back.
Dropping in, doing a nice backside 5 there. Getting the crippler nose grab on that one.
And her first frontside alley-oop rotation in the pipe. There's a switchback. Another alley-oop backside 720.
Wow. She is spinning every way possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that approach. Similar to Q's run, previous this. Mix it up. She saw the score that Q got. Mix it up. Add some alley-oops. I loved it.
Yep, giving us some variety. I don't know what she had in store for the bottom of that run, but her amplitude was a little lacking.
If there is one, yes, if there is one thing we could take away, the amplitude is where, you know, the judges probably won't put her in that top 5, but top 4, pardon me. But I love the alley-oop rotations. Want to see more of it?
Shutong Sai sitting in 8th place, trying to replace that 37.33. Shutong, of course, from China. Jiang Wang last night was the first Chinese snowboard gold medalist we've ever had. So China, well represented here at X Games Aspen. Can Shutong add to that? Right now, she just needs something big to get into the top 4.
Frontside 900 tuck knee on that first hit into the back 5.
keeping the amplitude pretty consistent here. Going to that cab 720 there.
Hey-o! Alley-oop rodeo 7!
Oh.
One of the only girls doing that.
Facts.
Yeah.
I said it for Maddie. I love the alley-oop rotation. Mix it up. Shutong adding alley-oop rodeo 720 to the bottom part of her run. Now, in run 1, we criticized her a little bit. That air to fakie, 4 feet out.
Yeah.
Here, it was 8 feet. She bumped up the amplitude, and she added technicality.
Score of 40. It does improve upon her first run score, but Shutong will not be moving on to the final. Sarah Shimizu, 15 years old, currently sitting in 3rd place. An awesome debut run.
Yeah, Sarah started off with a little bit more of a laid-back run, just trying to get a score on the board, and it's done really well for her. She's sitting in that 3rd place spot right there with an 80.
So far, 3 of our top 4 with scores in the 80s. And we know Mitsuki Ono has got more in her bag too. So this will be a really interesting one to see how Sarah plays this on her final run here in the playoffs.
Dropping in here, heading up to her heel side wall. Backside 900, landing a little lower in the training than we saw earlier.
But was still able to generate speed for that 3rd hit.
Again, front side 900, tail grab. And she stops it there, upping the run with the backside 5 at the bottom. That has to improve. Improve for her score.
It's got to. I have been impressed watching her ride practice, these first 2 runs. No nerves, a lot of confidence, going big, knows what she needs to do to crack into that top 4, and is executing that.
Not the youngest female snowboarder, not the youngest snowboarder in this event, the youngest competitor at X Games Aspen 2025, Sarah Shimizu. Just no sign of nerves, no sign of pressure in her riding.
Yeah, her fundamentals are so strong, consistently landing on that uphill edge, which allows her to just take that edge all the way to the next wall, keeping her height really consistent.
An 83, so she does improve upon that score. It jumps up into 2nd place. Wow.
It's kind of been a rookie's game here at X Games 2025.
Yeah. Some history making, some gold medals earned. Gaon Choi, 16 years old. Okay, here we go. Gaon Choi won gold the last time we saw her here at her X Games debut. Didn't see her out here last year. Right now she's on the outside looking in, needs something big to get in the top 4.
Watch this switchback 9.
So good. Going for this frontside 900 here. Keeping her speed, backing it up with the backside 900.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now you tested me.
Did she leave the door open?
I don't think she did, simply because of rotation. We had a switchback 9, we had a back 9, we had a front 9. Those are big tricks, okay? Those are huge tricks. Yes, she didn't do something on the very bottom, but she had amplitude and technicality. Haley, I don't know if you agree with me, but you gotta put her in the top 4.
I have to agree with that. I mean, that was just a smooth run from top to bottom. Not a whole lot of mistakes, honestly. Again, like, your objective is to do these tricks and land at the top of the wall, not on the deck, but inside the pipes.
Right.
You can keep generating speed to that next wall, and she does it flawlessly.
What is really impressive about Gail, her switch backside 900 is almost better than her backside 900, which is just
not fair.
Simply unheard of.
An 84.33 for Gaon Choi, who goes all the way up into 2nd place. Wow. So now Castillette is in that bubble spot. So there are 2 riders left who can potentially invade those finals spots, and one of them is about to drop in, Maddie Mastro. We know, Craig, how she was playing this run one. She's got to leave it all out there on the line to get in the final right here, right now.
That's what I was going to ask you, Haley. Does she add the double cork 1080 to her run, or does she do the exact same run she did in run one and just land cleaner?
I think so. I think she might want to save that double cork 1080 for finals. Don't want to give the judges a little, like, too much early on, but I think if she cleaned up the double crippler, you know, didn't land so high on the pipe and maintain that speed, keeping that amplitude and landing that cab 7 at the bottom should bump her up. There it is again.
Much
double
cleaner.
crippler.
Right at the top.
You're going for that frontside 7 into the...
Here's the hawk and flip she fell in run one.
And she
Make
gets
no
it now.
mistake in run two.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I took note of the height meter that whole run. It was within a foot or two of each other. So she kept the height consistent. Her tricks were landed great. I don't see any reason why she shouldn't improve.
X Games mode for Maddie Mastro. And I think, Haley, you called it. Can she clean up that first run? And she
They're
did just
still clipping the coping of the half pipe, but riding away and finishing the rest of her run.
Here's the last two hits. Frontside 720, and then in run one, the hawk and flip, which you will see right here, she fell on that. Make no mistake, in run two, she puts it down, and that has got to be the most nerve-wracking. You know, the work's done, hand in the paper. All I got to do is land base down on this final hit. Wow.
So, number 4, where you see Castillette, 81.66. She would need to best that to get into the top 4. We know she's replacing that score of 54.66. A live look at our judges there. Head judge Tom Zekas, truly the best in the business. Look at that lineup of judges. Where do they put Maddie Mastro? An 85 all the way up into second place, and she will be moving on to the final. Let's head over to Jack Matrani, who's with Maddie.
Well, that was a bit nerve-wracking. Congratulations. Definitely in the finals. I heard you kind of mumble under your breath that you're getting way too close to the wall.
I'm playing a little bit of a risky business on my first hit. I keep kind of tapping the deck, which is a little scary, if I'm being completely honest. So hopefully I can make a little bit of a correction on that one.
We believe in you. Congratulations. We'll see you in the finals.
The best always seem to do their best when their backs are up against the wall. And Maddie Mastro, I'd say, perhaps as much as anyone in this field has as much competitive experience. She's been here so many times. Yeah, she may not have all of the hardware or accolades of Chloe Kim, but she's been in these contests. She knows what it takes, Haley.
For sure, yeah. She's got a lot of experience here at X Games under her belt. Just needs to find that run and put it together.
So here's Mitsuki Ono, our silver medalist from last year, going massive. She needs to get in the top 4.
Going monstrously huge on that frontside 900. Coming in here for the cab 900. Wow. 2 hands down, not able to keep it on that uphill edge.
Extremely difficult 900. Very few women on planet Earth can do that. And Mitsuki Ono put it down in run 1, struggling here in run 2. Obviously, that's not going to improve her score.
Oh,
so an upset, if you will.
Absolutely.
A giant one.
When you think about the talent that Mitsuki Ono possesses, and she will not be moving on to the final. So here's Chloe Kim, the half-pipe goat, no question, at Trout. Great handle, at Trout. Yeah, no argument here. Chloe Kim, 86. She'll be your top-ranked qualifier, regardless of what she does here on this run. So how do you think she plays this one, Haley?
I mean, you could go either way. Knowing Chloe, she never has her foot off the gas, so based off this first hit, again going with that backside 720. Switch. Getting close to that coping there.
Still goes for the front 10, or cap 10, pardon me.
frontside 900 there. And a backside 900, almost had it.
Oof. Backside 7 on your first hit, setting up for a switch method 10 feet above a 22-foot super pipe. It's silly and it's scary, and I don't know how I feel about it. Crazy. Chloe Kim's board control, edge control, fundamentals, whatever you want to call it, is just so unmatched.
And even with that washout, that huge smile on her face.
Here's another look at that frontside 900 tail grab.
Well, let's head over to Jack Matrani, who's with our top-ranked qualifier.
Chloe, how much fun are you having?
Dude, so much fun. I wish the pipe was like 10 feet longer, but it's good. Shout out to Frank.
Shout out to Frank, and also these adorable little Girl Scouts over here asked for a shout out as well. They wanted to let you know that they're supporting you. What do you have to say to them?
I love me some Girl Scout cookies, so if you guys have some with you.
You heard it here first. Mint, preferably.
Well, that'll do it for the playoff. Out here in the Monster Energy Women's Snowboard SuperPipe, and our top 4 are set. Wow. We're excited for this one. What a final it's going to be. Headlined by number 2 and number 1, Maddie Mastro, playing with fire. Oh, so close, but came correct to earn her spot. And Chloe Kim picking up where she left off. Final from X Games when we return. So good to have live music back in the mix here at X Games Aspen, and now it's time for the big show. The Monster Energy Women's Snowboard SuperPipe Final, and it starts right now. Brandon Graham, Craig McMorris, and Haley Langland with you out here this evening. A feisty playoff. A couple of riders needed something big to get into this final group of 4ing. Really impressed with Maddie Mastro, Haley Langland. We knew she had what it took, but she still had pressure on that second and final run to get in.
Absolutely. She was able to piece together that run, falling on the hock and flip at the very end of the pipe. Almost went down on the double crippler at the first hit, clipping that coping, as she said in her interview at the end of that run, but nonetheless putting a run down and getting into finals in that second spot.
It wasn't easy for Maddie Mastro, but she is mentally so tough and was able to bounce back. But wild to see some names not in this final, right? More upsets than March Madness, Brando.
So we're getting excited to get this thing going. Palpable energy in the air. But before we do that, let's head over to the host set. Salema Masakela would love to get his thoughts. And oh my gosh, Scotty James is there too?
Yeah, do you think you're gonna come to me for I don't have anything to contribute to this conversation.
Well, now I get it.
Yeah,
we're getting expert analysis.
We're here for Scotty, who I've been watching with. You heard the take from the booth, Scotty. Your thoughts as we head into this final?
My thoughts, well, firstly, I think it's unbelievable. The majority of the girls are riding switch backside. That's hard. That's like riding an essay with your left hand. So, yeah, I mean, respect to them for that. And then, yeah, I mean, Maddie's riding incredible. The doubles are looking really smooth. Needs to get a little bit further in the transition there on the first hit, which she will do.
No more body jars?
No. Gowns, I mean, it's going to be an exciting finals for sure.
Who do you think will make the best challenge for Chloe? Because we know she's given us at about 70% of what she's capable of.
Yeah, I mean, I love watching Maddie. I love watching Gown. She's riding incredible. She's very young. Chloe, I know she's got a double cork she's going to put in the middle of the run, so that will obviously combat Maddie's doubles. But Maddie's also got a front double 10. So, I mean, it's hard to say, but yeah, I think they're all riding incredibly well. And yeah, switch backside. I mean, look at that switch method right there. I mean, that's respect. Clinical, but yeah, really cool.
All right, well, you heard it from the not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4-time winner in the SuperPipe. We'll let you go watch the final, and I will throw it back to you, Brando and company, for the call.
Thank you, Salema. Yeah, we're so excited to get this one going. Just 4 ladies in this final. Rich in storyline, though, right? You've got Chloe Kim, who, if she wins tonight, breaks that tie of 7 golds with the all-time great. If she can do that, oh my goodness. And then you've got Maddie Mastro, who's yet to ever find a gold medal. Could that tonight be the night? Gaon Choi, the last woman to win gold, not named Chloe Kim. And then the youngest competitor in the field, Sarah Shimizu, at 15 years, 2 months. We can go any which way.
Where you want to go?
This final. But as I said, that tie she has right now with Kelly Clark would be incredible. What a night to break it out here to get that 8th career SuperPipe gold medal. A live look at our SuperPipe. And Sarah Shimizu will be kicking things off. There's a lot of talented riders in that field in the playoffs, so pretty special to see this rookie earn her way in.
I haven't seen 1 ounce of nerves. I have only seen confidence from Sarah Shimizu. Does she have any more in the tank, though? Was that her best run she's ever put down?
We'll find out.
Going again for that backside 900, carrying a lot of speed into the frontside 1080.
Where did that come from?
She heard you, Craig. She said there is more. Here's that frontside 900 tail grab. Backside 5, oh my gosh.
Sarah Shimizu came to play.
That 1080 was huge.
I'm still replaying it in my mind. I cannot believe it. I've never seen her do this.
We are formally, officially in X Games mode.
Backside 900, I thought she landed a little low. She says, no, I'm gonna go massive on a front 10 tail grab and keep going.
The amount of composure she has in the air
Incredible.
on this trick is so amazing. She was able to generate so much speed, like you said, landing a little low on that first hit, but still able to do it extraordinarily high out of the pipe, especially for being a 15-year-old. I'd say that's a pretty insane run right there.
Look at our reaction. Shimizu letting the people know. Huge opening run in the final. Respectable score there, 85.66 to set it off. She's got podium potential. Wow.
Gotta feel good, putting down an 85 on your first run, especially with the girls who are following it up right behind you.
Remember, 2 runs, best run counts. Put something on the board.
So Maddie Mastro will drop in next. As we said, 24 years old, owner of 3 X Games medals. This her 10th X Games appearance. There have been a lot of contests, Craig, that we've called of her where we would expect her to earn silver or at least get on the podium, but there would be 1 or 2 tricks that would just gnaw at her, and she wouldn't allow herself to pivot. And she'd go down trying on those. But she seems to be in a much better place. A lot of those tricks that eluded her, including the double crippler, she now has. But I don't think Maddie Mastro is going to be content with a bronze or a silver here tonight.
Watch this first hit. She did land it 2 for 2 in playoffs, but was very close to disaster. Needs to push away a little bit from that coping when she lands. And on takeoff, for that matter.
She has the tricks and has the discipline. She just needs to piece together those progressive tricks that she has with a little bit more variety in her run. We saw in locks just last week, she put 2 double corks in her run.
Yes.
However, falling short of first place because I think of the lack of variety, not spinning switch back, only spinning switch once in her run.
Yep.
Lands inside the pipe on that double crippler, going for the backside 9.
Frontside 540. What do you think, back 5? This sets up for a front 10 double.
she's gonna go frontside 720 into the Hawken. Honestly, I think that's such a good call.
Yep.
Get something down, get it on the board. She upped her run with that backside 900. I think she should be really stoked of that. And it's obvious. We know that she wants to replace that frontside hit at the bottom with that front double cork 1080.
Right. So a smart first run from Maddie Mastro as we take another look.
There we go. 2 times around, finishing inside the pipe, almost halfway down, steering way clear of that coping.
Big old front set 720. Landing switch setting her up for that, the Hawken flip. Very inverted on that one.
She's kind of the only girl who has that access on the Hawken flip.
Yeah.
It should almost be coined the Maddie flip at this point. It's so impressive how she can spin that way and put it down.
An 89.66 for Maddie Mastro, her highest score of the night, and actually the single highest scoring run of the night if you include the playoffs. So Maddie Mastro takes over the top spot. Breaking news, Gaon Choi was evaluated for a right wrist injury, after the playoffs, and has taken herself out of the contest. So this will now be a 3-woman final. So each of the ladies will be guaranteed a medal, We just don't know which color yet. So Chloe Kim will wrap up run number 1. Just 3 riders in our final.
Chloe Kim can go so many different ways with this. Does she go double? Does she do her playoff run? See where that puts her?
Well, how many times over the years, Craig, have we always wondered who's going to push Chloe? And sometimes that hasn't been the case, but I think it's going to happen here tonight.
Backside 720, switch method, Haley.
Coming into that cab double cork 1080, stopping it clean. A huge frontside 5. Into her signature McTwist there.
Let's go. We got a cab double 10. We got a switch method. We got some incredible snowboarding that I think will be put into that number 1 spot.
I would have to agree with you on that. Here's another look at that switch method.
Oh, almost a little tickle.
Almost lost it, but grabbed it right at the end.
I'll get you, she says.
Here's a look at that cab double cork 1080. Landing a little heavy on the heel edge, but going huge on that trick.
I mean, cab double cork 1080 on the world's biggest stage in the finals. Women's SuperPipe, that was sick.
In the least surprising news ever, she's in X Games mode. A 93.33. The queen is back on her throne.
Wow.
Chloe Kim taking over first place.
She best Maddie Mastro's run by 10 points.
Wow. So Chloe Kim taking over the top spot on her first run. Don't go anywhere. We'll find out who wins gold when we return. Chloe Kim, owner of 9 X Games medals, 7 of them gold. She's tied with Kelly Clark for the all-time medal count, gold medal count. Does that change this evening? It sure looks like it after that first run here in the Monster Energy Women's Snowboard SuperPipe final. It's the second and final runs out here. A sellout crowd on hand at Buttermilk to potentially witness history. So Chloe Kim leading the way with that absurd 93.33. Maddie Mastro right behind her with an 89.66. So our standings, as you see, Chloe, Maddie, and Sarah. If you're just joining us, Gaon Choi was a member of this finals list. but a right wrist injury sidelined her, and she was not going to compete in this final. So we went from a 4-woman field to just 3, but it is final run time. And for more, let's head down to Jack Matrani.
I feel like we're witnessing a true love story between Chloe Kim and her snowboarding career. You know, when she got started here at X Games, it was the puppy phase, so much love, so much excitement. As time went on, you could tell they were kind of fighting, something was wrong, but now she's back. I think she is fully in love with snowboarding, and when you're fully in love, sparks will fly, so will NBDs, cab, double corks. I'm fired up for run number 2. What about you guys?
Some free therapy there.
That was
from
very
Jack Matrani.
beautifully said. And I might take that home, you know?
We all could. Sarah Shimizu, an X Games rookie, just 15 years old, the youngest competitor at all of X Games Aspen 2025.
I've been blown away. I have been absolutely blown away with her snowboarding.
She does not snowboard like a 15-year-old.
Nope. Played the game in playoffs
But
so
you know
well.
what? We said the same thing about Chloe Kim once upon a time.
Facts. Look at this frontside 1080, Haley.
Almost didn't get that back 9 around, but still goes for the frontside 1080. She's able to maintain her speed, keep it up, go for that frontside 9 tail grab, and finishing it off with that backside 5 there.
Again, Sarah is guaranteed a medal because there's just 3 riders here, but she's hungry.
You can tell that she came to X Games with a plan.
Yes.
She said, this is my playoff run. She executed it brilliantly. When she got into the final, she's done the same run 2 times in a row. That's been her run. She is so consistent. The back 9 gave her a little bit of trouble up top, Haley, but was able to generate a ton of speed for that frontside 1080 on the second hit.
Completely, yeah. She was able to maintain her composure, pump in the flat bottom, and use that that toe side edge to generate all that speed leading into that toe side wall. Enough to get her a huge frontside 1080 off the toes.
Whoa. She improves upon her score. Doesn't climb up in the standings, but is guaranteed a bronze medal in her X Games debut. What a showing for the 15-year-old. Okay, let's turn our attention now to the one competitor that can potentially add some pressure to Chloe Kim. She's Maddie Mastro. They have had countless battles over the years, these two. They've grown up riding against one another. They're the same age. We've seen them here at X Games for a long time. Maddie and Chloe. Chloe showing no signs of pressure whatsoever. You got this, Maddie, from Kira. Can Maddie Mastro put together the best X Games SuperPipe run of her career right here, right now, Haley Langley?
Yeah, my apologies to Maddie right before the break. I said there was a 10-point gap, but I'm just bad at math. The door is still wide open. She still has the opportunity to come back and throw that double cork 1080 at the bottom of her run and potentially dethrone Chloe Kim.
What Maddie does at the top of her run is she looks at her run in her head. You see her kind of motioning with the shoulders, with the eyes, with the head. She is doing the tricks in her mind right now.
Visualizing is the word, right?
Great word.
Yeah.
Great word. I was telling you.
Dropping in here on the toe side edge. Going for the double crippler. Huge.
Oh,
and
no!
going down. Speechless.
Wow.
I'm speechless. Maddie Mastro trying to get away from that coping, popping a little too far off of the wall.
That's
and going
what it was,
down.
huh?
It's so hard to be calm when you're riding up a 22-foot SuperPipe knowing you're going to do a double crippler. You want to push away a little bit, and Maddie Mastro pushed away a little too much. In the playoffs, she flirted with that coping and almost had disaster. Here, she pushes away too much and lands too deep in the transition.
Nonetheless, probably the most progressive run we've seen Maddie do here at X Games. I'm
No
pumped
doubt.
for her. She's got to be proud about that.
Well said, Hales. And with that, Chloe Kim is guaranteed a victory lap. career SuperPipe gold medals. Chloe Kim surpasses Kelly Clark and is now tied with Shaun White. Simply put, Chloe Kim, when it comes to women's SuperPipe snowboarding, is the greatest of all time. So how does she treat this victory lap?
I don't think she's going to take it easy. I saw her at the top kind of doing the visualization that Manny Mastro is doing. And she continues her run with that backside 720 into the switch method.
Wow.
Going again for the cab double cork 1080 there.
Frontside 900.
Oh.
Hey, it's okay. Everybody, it's okay. She already won. She already won. It's okay.
And she lets us all know that she's okay. So many incredible moments for Chloe Kim at the most iconic venue in all of snowboarding. And this one may top it all as she surpasses Kelly Clark for that all-time medal count. And she earns her 8th career gold medal. Chloe Kim, more like Chloe Win. Love that. Well, let's head down to Jack Mitrani, who's with Chloe.
Chloe Kim, do you mind if I join you right here? Congratulations, Chloe. I don't know if you know this, but you're now tied with Shaun White for most X Games gold medals in SuperPipe.
No way.
Walk us through what this means to you.
That's really cool. What? I wasn't thinking about that, but thanks for sharing that with me.
You're very welcome. And what does this moment mean to you, winning yet again another X Games gold medal? You seem to be in such a great place, mentally, physically, everything. What does this one mean to you?
This one means a lot. If I'm being completely honest, I wish I put down my second run, but really happy nonetheless.
We're all happy for you. Congratulations once again, Chloe Kim, on yet another X Games gold medal.
I don't know what more can be said about Chloe Kim. She just continues to progress. She continues to push her snowboarding forward, and she just gets better every single year.
One of the most tenacious competitors the world has ever seen. You get gold, you fall on a victory run, and you still say, I wish I would have landed that. That is Chloe Kim's mindset. That is why she is the greatest of all time.
Congratulations to Chloe Kim. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're gonna hand out the hardware for the Women's Snowboard SuperPipe medal ceremony. Congratulations again to Chloe Kim, earning her 8th career X Games gold medal.